Hello and welcome to Audio Adventures. This is a D&D 5th edition podcast that is made by friends, with friends, and for friends. And if you clicked on us, buckle up. It's going to be a crazy magic carpet ride for you and me. This podcast is used by my nerdy friends and I to escape our lives for a time and act out some pretty ridiculous scenarios. And we are so glad to have you here. A couple things before we start. Our group loves the rule of cool, so I'm sure we will get rules wrong. So if we do, please feel free to tell us in a kind fashion down in the comments. Also, if you want to contribute to the fantastical world of Seblos where this campaign takes place, please make a comment and you may be seeing that kobold cleric in the very near future, along with your name in the show as well. Now, please grab a seat and some popcorn, and let's meet our Wandering Vanguard. Audio Adventures is a D&D 5th edition homebrewed podcast and may deal with triggering themes at times. Viewer discretion is advised. Trigger warnings can be found in the description.
Previously on the Wandering Vanguard.
Our Wandering Vanguard finished their tour through Scrynet, trying to find their tiefling friend, Ekemon, but came up empty-handed. Finding out this company overworks, underpays, but has several benefits that make it sorta worth it to work there. They found out about a death game, Darrow's Death Race, as a shortened title, and signed massive amounts of paperwork to be a part of this race that happens in 2 weeks for the prize, a fruit that Tibble has been looking for, the Golden Snapdragon, and time with Almondaro Sr. himself, Tibral's long-lost father. And that's where we begin.
As you guys exit the building, we're gonna cut over to Nyx, who it's been now a couple hours.
Yeah, it's me.
It's been a couple hours since you finished your version 1 of your helms, and you took a nap. Do you want to continue napping, or do you want to do other stuff?
Is my suit available for pickup?
Not right now, because it's only been about 2.5 days in game time. For that. You can go and try to expedite it if you'd like.
No, they said 3 days, so I will wait.
Okay.
I will see if I can get one of the one of the NPCs that came with us, to the Soldic Hospitality. See if they know Althator, if they can understand the name. If they can't, I would like to test my thing on my helmets.
You ask. So they're all in the same sort of room that they're staying in with Red Guest. And that's, I think, just across the way on your floor, if I'm remembering right. And Virgil seems to be just kind of jumping all around, and Thelery is just on the bed, and Beliana has just like a book that was in a closet forgotten about out, and just like her eyes are just open and wide. I mean, you don't know if it's smut or not. But Virgil and Beliana look up as you enter, and Thelery kind of like rolls over. Virgil, can you roll a history check?
I can certainly try. Oh, that's something I'm good at. 21.
You know for a fact, as Virgil is like hopping around, that he's probably grown another 3.5 inches.
Oh boy.
And he looks over and says, hi Nyx, what's up?
Hey, do you guys want to help me with a science experiment?
I mean, yeah. And then Beliana looks over. Ooh, learning? Yes, I would love to help.
Tell me, can you understand the word Althator?
I don't know how did you make that sound with your lips?
Oh, good, good. And I hand her the receiving head, and I say, please put this on your head.
And she looks at this wiry, helmety mess, that you know is not really a mess, but it just has like its own little rhythm to it, and she's like,
Trust me, it's completely safe.
well, I mean, all right. And she flips it on, and Virgil comes over and says, ooh, I didn't understand what you said either. What are we doing?
Well, you see, and I place the helmet on my head, and I start trying to I start sending the thought of Althator over to what's her name again? My brain just completely blank.
This is Beliana.
Beliana.
For those listening at home, this is a large Goliath female.
Did I do the things right? I turned it on and send stuff.
Roll an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence.
Oh, Sammy forgot that she has big elf ears too.
Oh yeah, and this Goliath has uncharacteristically elf ears and wispy sort of whitish, bluish designs all over her body, unlike a just purebred Goliath.
Will a 25 do anything?
You like close your eyes, and Beliana's kind of like sees you close your eyes, and she says, and you can probably guess that she could just closed her eyes as well. And you feel like this sort of like pulse around your head, and it just kind of keeps like doo 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 doo, sort of like pulsing like a heartbeat around your head, and you feel kind of like your senses like extend over to Beliana, and it connects with the wires over there, and you feel as you like enter into that sort of the receiving end of this helmet, there are blocks all over her brain essentially. And as you like navigate towards certain blocks, just like sort of like the history of her people, you sort of like what she's like told, and like then you feel like a little doop boop as you like bump, and you're like, okay, and you like back up, and then you focus on the word Althator, and you feel all of the blocks sort of kind of like pulse as you like think Althator, and you hear Beliana go, ah!
I full force start trying to smash down the barrier around Althator.
All right. And you, as you full force go for the ones like that's for Althator in general, the barrier seems to be resisting quite hard. And then after a while, every time she lets out like a cry of pain, sounds like it's like it might like sounds like it really hurts. But after a while, you hear kind of like a and you feel like that barrier has probably gone. Kind of feeling things start to flow.
Okay, and I verbally say, okay, do you understand the word Althator now?
And she looks up. Sorry, I can't hear you right now. What did you say? Kind of like grasping her forehead in pain a little bit.
I turn off the helmet.
She kind of lets out like a gasp after you turn it off, but continues holding her forehead. I do not know if you are talking right now. There's quite a large ring in my ears.
Yes, I am talking. I think I can do something. I'm going to hit myself over the head after I took off, and I'm going to give her 2d6 points of healing from hitting myself over the head. That is 6 points of healing.
Nice. All right. You feel the sharp pain as you slap yourself, and you see like your magical energy flow in and surround Belliana around the head, and she kind of like stops clutching her head as much, and she looks up.
Okay, now can you understand the name Althator?
I don't know what that name is or why it caused so much pain, but sure.
Okay, it's causing you pain?
There's still pain, yes. And she's still kind of grasping a little bit. It's less after what you just did, but still kind of there.
Why don't you lie down, take a nap, and I'll try to make this better so that way it doesn't hurt the next person. I did not think that would happen.
I mean, alright. And Virgil looks up and says, wait, I can help a little bit. And he runs forward, and you see him glow green a little bit, and then Belliana her entire body glow green. And then she kind of lets out like a gasp. Thank you. That feels much better. And Virgil kind of like smiles a little bit.
And I take my helmet back.
Oh, yes, here.
Alright, I'll be at my room if you need me. I take my helmet and I go back to my room, and knowing that you can't fix something like that, I'm not even gonna try to fix it. I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna put everything in the hold and take a nap.
You're gonna take a nap?
Yes. Because you can't fix things that cause damage through psychic link. Because the helmets, all they're doing is creating a psychic link.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
So I can't fix it.
And it was a pretty good roll.
Nick will actually take out his notebook and write titling the helmets. He will title them. What's he gonna title them?
It's a good question. Something noble.
Psychic crowns. No, psychic linking crowns.
Nice.
So he's gonna write down psychic linking crowns, and right underneath, right underneath the name, he's gonna write the description. Links to mine psychically, can be used to break down barriers. Is painful. The breaking down of barriers is painful for the being with barriers. And then we'll close the notebook and take his nap.
Alright, as you have created, modified, and tested successfully these two helmets that you have been working on and thinking about and crafting for so long, you name them, and you take a well-deserved rest. Hopping back over to the rest of the group, who I assume that you are now making your way over to Merle's magic stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want this ring off.
Cool. So you guys make your way through the city.
Man, I'm so glad she didn't realize my name was fake. Good thing you had that idea, Tibble, to make sure we all used fake names while we were here in the Feywilds.
Well, I'm glad it worked out for you.
Are we gonna have to kill each other?
My goal is not to kill anybody. I'm gonna try to make it through that race without killing anybody.
I nod in agreement with Tibro.
I can't guarantee, but I'll promise not to kill you guys.
I appreciate it.
So you guys are making your way through the bustling city and the latter part of your day, and you make it. And there's a moment after you crossed the public park, and you're making your way towards the college and Merle's magic stuff, towards the southeastern part of the city. There's just a moment where you just get hit with a large, just wall of decaying flesh.
Yep, there it is.
What? Oh, we smell that.
Yes.
Oh.
No, you get hit with a literal wall of decaying flesh.
That's what I thought.
I was really confused.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
I was like, not again.
I was really confused. I was like, what the F?
Anything's possible.
Like the gelatinous slime.
Oh god. Can you imagine a decaying flesh slime?
Meat. No, meat.
Decaying flesh cube.
So, if I were to get eaten by a gelatinous cube, would my body decay slower than humans since I'm not technically made of flesh?
You would erode.
Probably all your wood bits would decay about the same.
Cherry
Okay.
blossoms. Those would be snapped gone.
Whew, that'd be awful. Would I feel it? Because I feel pain.
Yeah, you'd feel it.
Yeah.
You'd feel an excruciating amount of pain.
That'd feel awful.
Yes. And as you're, you guys are just kind of like bracing yourself through this sort of smell wall, not literal wall of the corpse smell. You see, like, as you're like walking on like the sidewalk, as you're like getting there, more and more just like worms, just kind of like crawling around above the ground.
It's not good.
And the birds above the
So
sky
gross.
kind of like where like you walked across and you started smelling it, they like fly into the zone, and then one falls right in front of you dead.
Oh. I feel like right now Talon would be sitting inside of my torso just like shaking a little bit and remembering the smell and the fact that he died here.
You hear
Let's-
little whoo, whoo.
Why don't we try to get in there and out as fast as we can? Oh, this stinks.
You guys hurriedly make your way to Merle's. The sign does say open. But as you like walk in, the smell intensifies. And you see, as you like walk in, you hear the cowbell ding a ding a ding a ding. You see Merle behind his desk with a mask on. He is with like a wooden staff. Like you hear like crunching sounds as he's like going around killing like bugs on the floor. And he's like, oh, and he looks over and he's like, hey, how's it going? And you see his little like form with red hair, and just like the mess of like grease and everything, also covered in bug guts. At this point, well, I say he's about 4 foot tall. Yeah, he looks over and he says like every other word. Looks over and looks back.
Oh,
I lift up my hand with the ring on it.
sorry if we came at a bad time. That reeks.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Ugh. Well, we were.
I don't know if I could last a little bit. I might need your guys' help a little bit sooner if you're willing.
I think we should help this guy out.
Yeah, definitely. Whoa, you guys good for helping him real quick?
Do
I
it.
nod.
Yes.
Oh,
Wait, and he covers his mouth a little bit and looks over. what's wrong with your friend there?
He's been cursed. He doesn't have his ring won't come off, and it won't let him cast spells.
Oh, dude, sorry, that was a Sam verbiage coming through. Oh man, that sucks. Tell you what, if you help me right now, that's free of charge.
Sure.
I write in my notebook,
all right.
but can you take the ring off before we help you so I could use magic?
No, yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
All right, and he throws the staff down and lands with a loud clatter.
Oh, God.
And you hear several crunches as he's looks over, and on the ground you see several just maggots and worms just filling the space.
While he's doing this, I'm writing in my notebook, and I show it to Tibril, Tavis, and Redgist. And I say, we probably should go get Nyx for this one.
Yeah, probably. Can anybody send a message to him?
I message to Talon and tell him to go get Nyx and bring him back, and then he flies out.
Yeah, you have to open the door for him, but he flies out very quickly.
Right, he can't phase through walls.
Wait, can you bring Talon back so we can give him a note?
Yeah, that's probably a good
Nyx
idea.
is going to ignore him.
That's true.
Dang it! You already knew my plan.
Do you want to help or not?
Yes, but I'm playing my character.
Yeah, that's very true. I hate it when that happens.
You guys RP so well.
So I'm gonna.
Talon comes back.
I'm going to ask Toom for his notebook to just rip out a piece of paper.
I rip out a piece of paper for you and hand me my pencil.
Cool. I'm gonna write on it. Nyx needs some assistance clearing out a basement at Merle's magic shop. I think a fight is brewing, because I know that'll get his attention. And I'll wrap that around Talon's leg and put Talon on my arm. It's like, okay, does he have his mission to him?
I concentrate and message to him to bring back Nyx and do whatever you can to get his attention. And then I nod to Tibril.
Talon hops a little bit, a couple times, and says, "Whew."
Cool. I'm gonna open the door and not throw Talon, but that thing when you bounce your arm for a bird to start flying.
Yeah.
I kind of do that for Talon out the window or out the door.
You bounce once, and he flies off quickly. Talon flies pretty dark. You can tell Talon is making a concerted effort to do this quickly to get out of the area of effect of the smell.
Oh yeah.
And just away from this place in general. You hear the little off in the distance. And as you close the door, Merle comes running back with a large glove on his hand that is a sort of rusty orange color with rusty brown sort of edging, and then a yellow stone in the middle. And then he says, all right, Toom, come here.
I go over to him.
And he grabs your hand with the ring on it. All right, hopefully this works. It works on we get a lot of cursed items, who's to say? And he places his glove over the ring on your hand. And the yellow stone pulses. And you feel and you see as it pulses, the magic sort of coats over his hand and then seeps over to your hand and just encircles this sort of magic, this magic ring. You can see him close his eyes for a second, and then the energy pulses a little bit, and you see after this yellow energy pulses or from around your finger, you can see this sort of black mist emanate from the ring and sort of go up and into the air. And then he moves his hand up and over the mist, letting go from your hand, and then the glove catches it and it goes into the glove.
Oh.
And he looks up and he says, still covering his mouth, so we get a lot of cursed items around this city. The Fey Order usually takes care of them, but they've been down recently. So we've been having to kind of take up this in the shop. So that should be a Ring of Spell storing for real now. Without the curse.
I'm not, and thanks.
He takes off the glove gingerly and puts it. You can take, and then he reaches underneath the desk and takes out a lead box, and opens it and puts the glove in and closes the lead box and puts the box underneath the desk again.
Wow. This also just reminded me that I have that Warforged hand that I got when we first got here.
Mhm.
Can I show that to him?
Yeah, you can take it out and show it to him. And as you take it out and show it to him, I'll say around this time, Talon, who has been flying like the Dickens, will have made it to Soldek's hospitality. And Nyx, as you've been sleeping for about 15 minutes, you hear on your window, knock, 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 knock.
Monkey. What? Oh.
And he's
Get up,
continuously
and
knocking.
I get up and I go and open the window, and I hold out my arm for Talon to hop on.
He hops on, and you see that there is a letter.
I take the letter and I read it.
And
Peter,
and
what does
says
it say?
everything, but yeah.
It says, hey, we need your help. There,
In Tibro's voice.
we need your help. There is a problem at Merle's magic shop. Sounds like there's a fight brewing. I thought you would want in.
Oh, okay. Talon, go back to them. I'm on my way in just a second. Let me put on my gear.
Do you write on the piece of paper and give it back to Talon?
I put a check mark and I put it back on Talon. I said, Talon, take that message back for me. And I do the arm flip thing too.
And you hear a little disgruntled as you flip him off.
Thank you, Talon.
You know, I know the way to Nick's heart. Murder.
Perfect.
One of many ways, okay?
Murder and magic items.
Talon makes his way back.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, Nyx, they still have your boat and your staff.
Yes.
That's right. The
So
staff's in my
I-
bag of holding.
Open up my portable hole. I put on my bracers. I put on my cloak of displacement. I put my bag of magic beans on my hip, and I put my 2 arrows across my chest like normal. And I fold up my portable hole. I put the portable hole in the bag with the beans.
Okay, I was like, in the what bag? In the what bag now?
I don't have a bag of holding. My portable
Okay.
hole is my bag of holding. I put it in the bag. Oh, before I did that, I would have put my longsword on my back and put my gun on my hip, and then I would be ready.
I just
And
want
I
to.
would've-
I want an animation of all of this, like freaking Rambo gunning up for that
That
Nyx
would be
does.
so fun.
Like the drums in the
Nyx-
background.
Nyx is the ultimate. I don't know what he is. He's an idiot.
He's a smart guy.
He's a very intelligent. Nyx is my spirit animal. So yeah. Anyways, he'll finish putting on his stuff and sprint out the building.
Should I be worried
Alright.
that Nyx is Trevor's spirit animal?
No, just ignore that.
Should I be worried? I feel like I should be. I feel like I should be worried.
Just like how Tibro is your spirit animal.
That's true. Tomb is my spirit
I never
animal.
told you what the Timber was, but I mean,
I said just like how Tibro is your spirit animal.
oh, I see. Fair enough.
You make your way out of the building and running out. There's a couple people that look at you, and you just kind of run past them.
Does he have
and
bloodlust in his eyes?
My eyes are bright red.
Yeah, his bright red eyes are a little brighter right now.
I also kind of
Um,
picture that he's like smiling abnormally, like large smile.
Yes.
Smirking. He's smirking. He's not murderous smile. Smirking.
Okay.
I mean, you do so many hours of inventing. You gotta like get your blood flowing or other people's blood flowing some other way.
Exactly. You understand.
Trevor, I'm getting serious Dexter vibes from you right now. Both mixture of the murder psychopath guy and also Dexter's laboratory.
Yeah.
A mixture of can't deny it.
Visaria was Dee Dee.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Is that the one who was hanging out?
Yeah. That was the one that was like, "What are you doing?"
Okay, yeah, I see that.
It's his sister. She's his sister.
Oh,
I forgot
that's
about
great.
that show.
Don't worry.
Good times. Okay.
I'm here to remind
But-
you.
Oh, Dentures is following me.
Dentures?
Dentures was in my room. He's following.
Which one's Dentures?
I thought it's. Oh yeah, we named him
Dentures
Dentures.
is Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon, except he's made out of bronze.
Oh,
Uh,
I
Yeah.
missed that part.
I forgot that we named him Dentures. I was like, isn't his name too? Wait, nope, it isn't.
what happened to Phil?
Phil
He died.
died.
Oh right,
Tavis cast Fireball.
that's right. I got hit by that fireball too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for that either. Wow.
A
Yeah,
lot
I
of stuff
have-
happens.
I have a list of how my steel companions have died.
Oh good.
One of them you just left. The other one was Fireball.
One I left it with Device to keep Device happy to have a friend,
Oh, that's
Uh-huh.
right.
and then he immediately died when I severed my connection with him.
Just kind of just dropped to the ground.
That's so sad.
You left him to be happy for about 20 minutes.
20 minutes in real life time, not game.
That's true. It was several hours. Yeah.
Back to
So
Nick sprinting through the city.
you are sprinting through the city, and you get there pretty fast. I would say, right before you get there, Tomb has handed the gauntlet over, to Merle. Or you assume that he's named Merle, as he still hasn't introduced himself. And he grabs it. He's like, so yeah, this is a very finely made gauntlet. Looks like someone is trying to make this into armor. Oh god, I smell so bad in here. So what was your question, Tomb?
I guess I'd want to ask him like a couple questions. I'd ask him, what does it do? Because I don't think the guy told me what it does. I don't think. And then how, like, if he recognizes, I guess this question would technically be for Tavis's dad, but like, if it was made from like a creature like me, to try and confirm if that's true or not, or if it's just made from metal and it just looks like a warforged arm.
Okay. So he holds it and he looks and turns it over, puts his hand in it a couple times and kind of crunches the fingers down into a fist multiple times. Turns it over when he's wearing it. Alright, well you see, it looks like it might have been magical. I don't think that there's any in there anymore. It looks like, and he holds it up to you, kind of comparing the metal arm you still have. It looks really similar to you, but without much more information or something like that, I can't really tell you much more than what you probably already know.
I nod and take it back and put it in my bag of holding.
Sorry there, Tomb. As he says Tomb, you guys hear the door slam open behind you, and you see Nyx.
Did he beat Talon here?
I'm here. Where's the fight? What do I get to kill?
I knew that would get you over here. We have, as you could smell, there's a pest problem.
Oh no, I can't smell. And as I point to my face, my nose disappears.
Oh, good. You're gonna need that one. Oh, because it reeks. There's a pest problem. Do you know where this smell is originating? And do you have any more masks?
Who are you saying this to?
I'm gonna look over to the Merle.
Okay. Merle looks up and says, let me go check. When he goes back into his workspace, his temporary workspace off to the side. When he comes back a couple minutes later with like strips of fabric that looks like he's ripped, and says, "This is all I can really do for you."
It's better than nothing. Thank you. I'm gonna tie it around my head, trying to cover my nose.
And every single one of you that needs has a nose or can smell.
Yeah, can I smell?
As a Warforged, I don't know if you have the.
I feel like we talked about that.
Probably not.
I don't think so.
If you don't have bodily functions and aren't required to breathe, probably not.
You can actually smell the most.
He smells all.
Exactly.
That's how that works.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So you. No, you don't smell
Okay.
or have the sits.
Good, because the smell in the building is enough.
Yes. Yeah, but he looks over all of you after you put on the rips of fabric, it diminishes the smell minusculely, but I mean, whatever helps. And he says, I hate to be asking y'all of this so soon. This big thing crashed into my wall, started burrowing. I thought it was a big worm. I didn't think that this would happen.
Fair enough. Where is this smell coming from?
And he points to a door behind him, which Tomb you recognize. Down below, and he's like, that'll lead to my basement. That's where I have workshops down there. When I had to fire all my employees, or what they like to say, furlough them, until this matter can be resolved, because I don't have any way of keeping them. So there's storage down there, there's my quarters down there, workshops, employees, rooms and stuff.
Oh, alrighty. We'll go investigate it.
Does Talon remember? I guess, do I remember?
Roll a history check.
Okay, because I just realized Talon could technically lead us there.
Technically. And if everyone wants to hop on to roll 20.
I rolled a 23.
No,
yeah,
roll 20, not roll 20.
Alright, so you guys, he points over at the door, and then you guys, I assume you're heading down already.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did my history check Was that high enough? It was 23.
Yeah, you remember that I would say that when you ask me, I would tell you the way that you went before.
Okay. I would probably
So-
lead them in that general direction.
All right. So in that case, I'll just reveal it. Okay, so you guys go through this large wooden door, and as you walk down the steps, there's like a moment about halfway down, you guys kind of feel like you like skip a step and feel like you're about to fall, but but then you're fine. And then you look down and you see like, as like one by one, as you like go down and make it past that point, you look up past you and you see solid ground above you. And you're like, huh, weird.
Huh.
And you continue down. Gosh dang it.
How potent is it? How potent is it down here?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
As you continue to walk down the steps, this is the foulest smell you think you've probably ever smelled.
Oh, good.
There's no other way to describe it. It's the worst. And as you make it to the bottom of the steps, can each and every one of you make a Constitution saving throw?
I sure can.
I can certainly try.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Unnatural 20.
Makes sense.
7.
Oh no.
22.
Okay.
Oh. 24.
Very nice.
18.
Very nice. Everyone who was below 15, which is only Tibril.
Yay.
What is the marching order?
I'd probably go down
I-
first.
I don't have a nose, so I'm going clear to the front.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to kill things.
I'm gonna be. I was thinking I'd be somewhere towards the middle, just because I'm the glow stick.
All right.
I also would potentially have told, like, on the way down the stairs, I would have wrote in my notebook and told them that I know where to go. But then it never came up for me to say that in that moment.
You can do it when you like make it down to the bottom of the steps, but once everyone reaches the bottom, Tibril, you just like this is the grossest thing you've ever smelled, and you just feel your stomach unleash,
Oh, no.
and you just vomit everywhere on the floor.
And I like run over here and just like lean over and go, what?
You can make it.
Like just
Yeah,
turn,
you can make
basically
it.
right about there, turn my body so I'm pointing this way and just go bleh, all over the
Yeah,
ground.
you make it right there, and it just goes blah, 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 blah.
Poor
gross
Tibril.
Tibril. What the heck, dude? I'm
Oh,
supposed to be down here to clean up this place, not make more of a mess.
sorry.
Oh.
That's disgusting.
And that was this episode of Audio Adventures. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and most of all, please share to get out the word so we can share our story with you and keep doing what we're doing. If you have an idea for an NPC, a shop, or even an encounter, please comment down below. You might be seeing any of those in the next session or maybe even the upcoming sessions. Again, thank you so much for being here, and we will see you next week. Please stay safe, everyone, and wear those seatbelts.